All right, my lovely friends. Welcome to game number 427 of day 336 of RollerCon. I'm just going to stare at you.
Menacingly.
Yes. You can't really tell, though. Can you see my eyes through my very professional glasses?
No, your eyes are so streamlined and protected by those very serious glasses.
I am very much a real athlete. I take my job very seriously.
I hate to correct you, but it's game 426.
Don't tell me what to do. Let's introduce some real athletes. Number 000, Booty Queen. 08 is Party. 104, Charlie Tango. 12, Soccer Blue. 1420 is Lala Tiburona. 1706, Misty Maven. 18 is Mel Malice. 221, Yeti. 247, PMS. 301, Blaxel Rose. 316, Lily Gaskell. 333, True Blocka. 38, Queen of Hearts. 4, Baby Stelly. 6, Snot Rocket Science. 65, Simonis. 666, Strager. 87, Soup Beans. 90 is Yeet. 9904, Bones.
Okay, who's ready to get silly and meet the Fishnets and Tutus?
Aw, me though.
All right, we got 007, Poison Violet. 07, Jackie Daniels. 1134, just Dave. 137, D-Ray. 19, Streak. 23, Quadzimoto. 27, Karma Electrac. 28, Death Down Under. 3, Peter Pan. 32, Sheesh. 34, Grimace. 357, Felony Fat Bottom. 4062, Reverend Painard. 617, Harper Bazaar. 77, Murph. 775, Prim Reaper. 777, Perfect. 802, No Fox Given. 82, Myth America. And 934, Shady Hawkins.
I'm Loose Change.
And I'm Shenanigan Skywalker.
And I'm Thrash Panda. I'm the corporate sellout.
You know, everybody's got one, so might as well be you.
You sell out so we don't have to. Folks, this is the last challenge bout of the evening on this track before we bring you the STEM showcase right here on the S1 Helmets main track. But first, in a silly, goofy mood.
I do love a good silly goose. Silly goose? Why not? Silly goosey mood.
Silly geese.
Mini geese?
Or, you know, you could get very serious. Because we're real athletes at the end of the day.
Right.
I mean, just as a heads up for everyone, the jam clock has begun. We have a few folks hanging out on that track. If we only had people in tutus as well.
Hey, just don't take it so seriously, Luce. Jeez.
Is this going to be just 30 minutes of no actual roller derby, just shenanigans?
I mean, I would love that personally.
Like, if it's secretly just no game ends up happening.
I mean, it would be a long 29 minutes. I will tell you that.
I would like to point out the fact that the real athletes are taking this very seriously. They have very consistent jerseys, matching, like, helmets, all of the things.
In the most boring, nondescript font they could find. As they should.
I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I feel like there's more nondescript fonts. But that was a rolling whistle, which means we have some fun and excitement. This is going to be really great. Lily Gaskell, and D-Ray, however...
That sure looks like...
Mr. Testosterone?
Yes.
I know, weird, right? But we are just real athletes. And so both of these jammers doing their darndest already have a track cut being assessed to Mr. Testosterone there.
Testosterone obviously using this as a learning opportunity. Meanwhile, D-Ray is lead jammer.
And just having the time of his life with that giant smile.
That's not a tutu. I hate to be that guy.
But see, if he cared too much about it being a tutu, he should be on the serious team.
Yep. Blockers towards that front, trying to give D-Ray the business, holding him back. Clears that last blocker of Yeetie. 4 points on the board for Fishnets and Tutus.
Mr. Testosterone back from the box. One to beat. Oh, falls to the outside, but so did that tutu blocker.
Mr. Testosterone on that inside line clears the pack.
D-Ray fouled up by those real athletes. Tries a sweet little twirl, but knocked to the outside. Forced to call off that jam.
4 points. Fishnets and Tutus. Real athletes 0.
Oh, and 8 more for the Fishnets. Bones taking the line for the real athletes. Opposite Reverend Paynard for the Fishnets and Tutus. Paynard trying the outside, recycled there by the athletes. Pivot, soccer blue. And lead for the real athletes.
I mean, the real athletes have the glasses.
Oh, beautiful toe stop movement. Takes a knee. One to beat. Does so with that spin to the in. 4 more points for the real athletes.
Booty Queen on that inside line. Connecting up with 2 more blockers from the real athletes. Working at just holding.
Yeah, the good Reverend there. Finally getting around the hips and completing their initial pass for the Tutus.
This bout and others brought to you by Rydell Skates family. Visit the Radar booth and view the complete line of wheels, including the popular Halo. High-quality roller skates manufacturing, making skates that are made to move you, made in USA.
And with this third jam underway, we have a tie score of 8-8. And Fishnets and Tutus picking up lead rather quickly. That is Jackie Daniels. Interesting. Jackie,
So the number says 07, but the name says Poison Violet.
Ah.
You know, we just shouldn't take this so seriously, Luke.
But I want to be able to be respectful because there are real athletes out there that are doing they're so good at what they do.
And being good at what you do is way more important than having fun if you are on the real athletes team.
I mean, if you love what you do, you're never going to work a day in your life,
That's
right?
what they say, but man, I've worked some days. Poison Violet and or Jackie Daniels still running the jam. Points for the Fishnets and Tutus. Oh, and sneaking out on the outside. That is Yeti So Sweaty with the star pass for the real athletes.
There we go. It takes about a full lap, but the star finally gets on the helmet. That's what matters.
I swear I saw that star inside their shirt.
I'm pretty confident you did, in fact, because I saw them pull it out, actually. And as the name is Yeti So Sweaty, I can only imagine what the next jammer, number 318, has to deal with.
Pack already moved up into turn one there. The Tutus jammer has one to beat, does so with a beautiful side surf on the outside line for lead jammer status. We found Poison Violet.
Hey,
oh my gosh.
There's Poison Violet.
Still got a roller derby.
007 Poison Violet lead for Fishnets and Tutus.
Star pass there on the real athlete side, forcing that call off before Queen of Hearts can make it around and start scoring.
Thank you, Poison Violet, for being so helpful and still having a good time in telling us the actual names of people, because our rosters are only so correct. And that is what we utilize, because we are real athletes that still like to have fun.
It's tough being an announcer for this game because you can't really take a side.
I mean, we're both.
Yes.
Mr. Testosterone on the outside, picking up lead fast. D-Ray pushing at the front. Clears that. Both of these folks point scoring eligible.
Mr. Testosterone speeding out that attack at the inside line, putting 4 on the board for the real athletes, taking it extremely seriously. D-Ray, however, with a whimsical flair, is out and getting 4 points of their own.
Miss T Maven, number 1706, was given D-Ray the business. Again, that's a
real, just like tiptoeing through the tulips, really, is D-Ray.
Yep, you got it.
Meanwhile, Mr. Testosterone with the most efficient possible stride to conserve energy and only expend it when it is strategically a good idea.
Both of these jammers with points on the board.
Yeah, Pack is running. Can't even count how many times it's got lapped the jam line. Big fall there in turn 4.
Oh, Mr. Testosterone with a little engagement on D-Ray, hoping to have some friends come and play.
Yeah, and that did allow number 4 on Real Athletes, Baby Stelly, to knock D-Ray to the outfield.
And then run all the way back.
Which is the strategically ideal thing to do in this situation.
I know the time still said we had 20 seconds. That just felt like a very long jam.
It did. Yeah.
WFTDI Wellness and Body Breakdown. Visit the WFTDI Wellness booth for free wrapping, injury assessment, and wellness products. Then visit Body Breakdown and book your massage with Blue. Wellness through massage, hydration, and prevention care. WFTDI.com.
So
Yeah.
Death Down Under just skates past it, goes, yeah, I'm not an athlete.
That was too long. I also saw D-Ray skate by. Couldn't tell whether it was a smile of joy or a grimace of pain.
I mean, the line is so thin between those. 4062 Reverend Painerd and 9904 Bones wearing the stars respectfully.
The good Reverend trying to call off the jam. But took a minute to get that called off. But in the meanwhile, the real athletes putting up 4 points. Refs discussing how many of the Tutus may have gotten there.
Fishnets and Tutus currently at 42 to the real athletes 33. 19 minutes and some loose shit. No, never mind.
That's you.
19-ish minutes remaining.
All right, we've got Quick on the line for
Quick.
the Tutus going up against Soccer Blue for the real athletes.
I'm glad to see that Soccer Blue has completely bluified themselves. They were part of the Smurfs. And
You don't know that.
I
Lore.
do actually. They are still part of the Smurfs, but the whole entire body was blue. It was great. It was a commitment to the bit that I appreciate.
Yeah, these Tutus may not be taking it super seriously, but they are committed to the bit.
Both of these jammers being stuck behind some beautiful tripods. Trying to find that foothold to break through. And Last blocker to beat is number 221 Yeti. So Quick is through and lead for Fishnets and Tutus.
Yeah, Real Athletes Jammer being recycled there. The Tutus are just having too much fun to let them go.
Would you say too much fun?
Quick through 4 points for the Tutus, bringing their game total up to 46. Real Athletes making a break for it.
Oh, nice attempt. An attempted apex jump there. Didn't quite land it.
But it's no big deal.
You know, they're just having fun.
4 more points for Quick. Oh, we've got a loose wheel. Star pass completed from the Real Athletes to Yeti So Sweaty. Quick coming around, hoping for that 4th scoring pass, but the jam clock will expire.
And remember, please travel with a buddy or a pack outside the expo. Find more tips in your program.
You can call Skate Safe if you want some assistance or a walk-in buddy. Or just find your pack. It's the real Poison Violet,
who is through and lead for the Tutus and Fishnets. 318 for the Real Athletes has just passed the star to their pivot. Poison Violet getting drawn all the way back there by Soup Beans. Both jammers going back.
that's number 38, Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts withdrawn again by Felony Fat Bottom. Poison Violet really working against that Real Athlete tripod. You know they hit the gym.
Obviously, they're real athletes.
Yeah. You know they lift.
They don't skip leg day. Why
Every
would
day
they?
is leg day.
Every day is leg day.
Pack condensing now at the pivot line.
Beautiful hit to that inside with the run back to that jam line. Pack is spread out. A little bit here, a little bit there.
Poison Violet getting some offense here and there from Just Dave. Oh. And it looks like the Real Athletes Jammer did not leave the track to re-enter behind Poison Violet, which will put them in the penalty box.
So this is going to be our first power start for Fishnets and Tutus. That's D-Ray. Now, D-Ray is a very agile and fast jammer.
He had 3 24-point jams in the Medics vs. Skate Safe. I helped him with some of those, but he did it on his own too.
That is so specific. I love that. D-Ray's got 2 to beat at the top now. Just 1 left. Oh, thank goodness no one can stop on this floor. D-Ray is out and lead jammer for the Fishnets and Tutus.
Lala Tiburona was that last line that D-Ray was able to break through.
D-Ray with the bend and snap to get those 4 points. Absolutely beautiful work.
I didn't see the bend. I therefore would like to respectfully request a redo.
Woo! Skating free and clear and looking like they're having the time of their life. 4 more points for D-Ray. Real Athletes Jammer is back on the track, but getting withdrawn there by the Fishnets.
The toe stops on the outside, like that was like a caricature, like a Gumby-esque, cartoony
You can only do toe stop work like that when you are in a silly, goofy mood. Calling that jam off. Big jam for the Fishnets and Tutus.
They are currently at 69.
Nice.
Nice. Ooh, the real athletes 33.
And remember, please zip your bag and stow it in a gear stow area. Please don't leave it out to trip someone. And thank a staffer.
Thank you, staff. All right, we've got Quasimodo for the Fishnets and Tutus going up against Mr. Testosterone, who is through the middle of the pack and lead for the real athletes.
What do you think Mr. Testosterone's protein intake is like on a normal average day?
I think at least 1 cow's worth of protein. Completing their initial pass now behind Mr. Testosterone. Quasimodo coming around and trying to threaten those points. Oh, so pretty.
Ah.
Oh, some beautiful offense on the outside there, clearing the way for Mr. Testosterone. Quasimodo approaching the pack on their second scoring pass. Oh, with a little hop, skip, and a jump, 4 points for the Fishnets.
Mr. Testosterone calling it off, but that is 16 points for the real athletes. However, Fishnets and Tutus picked up a respectful 8 of their own as we hit that 11-minute mark.
Giving the real athletes a lot to talk about when they do a footage review after this game.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You know, going to talk about what needs to be improved.
Yep.
You know, increase the workout situation.
Yeah, gotta lift way more.
Hey, look, there's a jammer back here.
Bones attempting to take a real long run up to the jam line, but a perfectly timed timeout will cancel that out.
So because this is just a challenge bout, any timeouts, the period clock doesn't stop.
And I think we've already learned the period clock sort of does whatever it wants.
True statement. True statement.
Fancy spin there from Quick.
How you doing there, Bones? You're real close to us. Other direction. Keep turning.
They're taking it so seriously, Luce. We can't throw them off. Their rhythm.
They're real athletes. One real athlete in that penalty box. Bones at the back of the pack. And that is Quick pushing at the front for Fishnets and Tutus.
Yeah, Quick fighting against that blocking duo. Trying to get some offensive help there, but the pack is getting strung out now and on their back skate. Quick is lead for the Fishnets and Tutus. Quick weaving through those real athlete blockers, getting points. Clear and 4 more points on the board. Bones still working on that pass. Just gets around and completes that initial.
That was Murph as that last line of defense there.
Yeah, Quick got murphed and was forced to call the jam. But great jam for the Fishnets and Tutus. Score now 49 real athletes, 81 Fishnets.
Poison Violet for Fishnets and Tutus.
318 for the real athletes.
Yes. Good old 318.
They are taking this so seriously, they don't have a name.
Yeah, exactly. They are the unnamed skater and shall only be referred to as such. Unnamed skater for the real athletes. Unnamed skater picks up lead. Oh, no, I was wrong. See?
I saw the letter M on their jersey, so we're putting the pieces together.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
We get to, it's, we're detectives. Really?
Yes.
That's all what being an announcer is. We are just detectives with microphones.
Yeah. Asking ourselves, what the heck is going on out there?
Realistically, yes. Also, always on the hunt for Carmen Sandiego.
Yes. D-Ray on the line for the Fishnets and Tutus, but it's the real athletes who got lead. Mr. Testosterone, I'm pretty sure.
I got real confused there for a second because D-Ray seemed to think that the track was on the inside of the track, not the outside.
The track is wherever you want it to be. We're having fun here.
This is true. This is true. When you're having fun, you're having fun.
That's right. Oh, big apex jump. And D-Ray is through.
Oh, no, I mean, apex jump, yes, but not legal, as that is a track cut penalty for the Fishnets and Tutus. Now, the real athletes, realistically, this is best case scenario.
Right.
Mr. Testosterone, 12 points on the board so far. He will have that 30 seconds. What can we expect to see? The world may never know.
I was in the warehouse. I was here last night around 2 a.m. You know what I saw?
What?
Real athletes practicing.
Oh, makes sense.
Drilling.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
4 points through for the real athletes as that pack speeds up a little bit. D-Ray has been released from that penalty box, and Mr. T calls. But that is 20 points. Real athletes currently sitting at 69. Nice.
I want to point out that it looked at the end there like Mr. Testosterone was maybe having fun.
There's nothing that says you can't still have fun and be a real athlete.
Okay, but I'm saying thin ice. I saw a little mustard on it. I saw
the
a little
line
too much
is
sauce.
very thin. It's ambiguous. It moves, it shifts.
Okay, I'm just saying I'm keeping an eye on him now.
Real athletes at 69, Fishnets and Tutus 81.
And lead for the Fishnets and Tutus. That is Reverend Paynard going up against number 1-2 Soccer Blue, who has now completed their initial pass.
Both of these jammers able to put points on the board. Let's see what happens.
Big tumble there as the pack laps the jam line. 2 more points there for the real athletes. We'll see how many of the Fishnets and Tutus get. Not that they care. Not about the points. But whether you're having fun.
I mean...
Rydell Skate family, visit the Antic booth and get fit for the versatile AR2 and lightweight jet carbon. High-quality roller skates manufacturer making skates that are made to move you, made in USA.
It's not rocket science out there, I think, for the first time with a star for the real athletes.
That's right.
And that is quick, yet again, for Fishnets and Tutus. Because we know that 07 is quick.
And quick they are, because they've just earned lead jammer for the Fishnets. Quick, oh my god, incredible outside line work, but will be forced to recycle there.
There's some whistles. Somebody's going to the penalty box.
Scott has completed their initial pass, coming around now and trying to get some points as the jam is called.
Survey says
3 points for the real athletes.
just under 4 minutes remaining. Real athletes now, 10 points. I was going to say 9 points away, but they're 10 points, 74 to Fishnet and Tutus, 84.
Not did the most serious real athlete thing ever, which is to hold up the amount of points you thought you got at the jam ref.
Obviously, you got to confirm. You got to make sure.
Bones lead for the real athletes against Poison Violet, who's still working on their initial for the Fishnets and Tutus. Real athletes losing one blocker to the penalty box.
Fishnets and Tutus with one in the penalty box as well. So we've got a 3-on-3.
Bones completing a scoring pass. Poison Violet has completed their initial. Pack speeding up now in the far straightaway.
Oh, an inside line attempt there. Ends up on the floor and calls it. And with 6 points, Real Athletes crest that 80 mark. We've got a 4-point game here.
Yeah. Real Athletes do have a full staff of people with iPads trying to figure out how they can take over and get lead here.
I mean, obviously, isn't that what you always do?
Yes, yeah.
Talk about strategy 24/7. Eat, sleep, dream strategy. Then you do leg day, and then you get protein.
Yes, in that order.
Yep.
We got Mr. Testosterone out there for the Real Athletes going against D-Ray for the Fishnets. Both of them going to the outside.
Both of them then being pushed to the inside. Both of these jammers doing such a good job. But that is Mr. T who is through and lead for the Real Athletes. All of that training is really starting to pay off. This is when you see it. Can they keep up the level of energy and effort that is needed? This is why you cross-train.
That's right. D-Ray fouled up there on a scoring pass. Sprints out that opening created there by their offense, leading that initial. It is a tie game, folks. Oh, and Mr. Testosterone calling it after that little Apex hop. 4 more points, and we have a lead chain.
Hey, everybody knows what that means. It's time to hydrate. Yes, that's right. If it's been more than 2.5 minutes since you last had a drink of water, drink some water.
Rydell Skate family, visit the Ride Hour booth. View the complete line of wheels, including popular Halo. High-quality roller skates manufacturer making skates that are made to move you, made in USA.
Soccer Blue caught up in the back. Quadzimoto almost free, but forced to recycle there by number 4, Baby Stelly.
Baby Stelly doing what Baby Stelly does best, which is hitting a person out and then drawing them back as far as legally possible. Amongst other things.
Star pass attempt there for the Fishnets and Tutus.
Grimace reporting to that penalty box for Fishnets and Tutus.
And Soccer Blue is lead for the Real Athletes. Soccer Blue trying that outside line, forced to cut back in, going up against that Fishnet tripod. Oh, beautiful offense from Yeti So Sweaty. 4 points for Soccer Blue and the Fishnets, or in the Real Athletes.
And that period clock has ended, which means we are on the jam clock only. But that doesn't matter because as lead Soccer Blue says, I'm going to call it off. I'm going to take my 4 points, put them in my pocket, and take them back to the rest of my real teammate athletes and say, we have 92 points to your Fishnets and Tutus, 84.
Yeah, folks, so remember, it's not about the points. It's about the friends we made along the way.
And the points.
And maybe the points also. Sit tight. We're going to bring you the STEM showcase in just a few minutes.
I thought it was about the really cool shades.
I mean, that's just another thing for, it's the sunglasses, it's the protein, it's the leg day. There's a lot of things that go into being a real athlete.
Folks, well.